안녕하세요. 톰입니다. Let's have fun learning a thrilling language, Korean. The theme of today's class is 어서 오십시오. Welcome to the store. In today's class, we will learn honorific sentence for nouns. Noun plus 이세요. Is, am, and 오십시오. Please do something. Like the previous class, we will learn honorific expressions that store staff use when you are talking to them in Korea. So it will definitely be useful for your trip or daily life in Korea. In addition, today is the 25th lesson. Hooray! So I prepared for the test for free. Lesson 21 to 25 will be on the test. To deepen your understanding, test will be the perfect tool. So you can check my description section later. By learning all of these practical expressions, I am sure you can pass topic and be the supermaster of Korean. 그럼 시작할게요. The theme of today's conversation is 어서 오십시오. Welcome to the store. Tammy has made a reservation for her friend. What kind of conversation will the waitress and Tammy have? First, let's listen to the conversation with English subtitles. 그럼 들어보세요.
어서 오십시오, 고객님. 성함이 어떻게 되세요? 저는 톰이에요. 오늘 7시에 예약했어요. 여기에 기록이 있네요. 모두 3분이세요? 아니요, 2명이에요. 알겠습니다. 이쪽으로 들어오십시오.
Tammy had a smooth conversation with the staff, right? I think you can do it too. Let's see the vocabulary and phrases in the conversation.
어서 오십시오, 고객님. 성함이 어떻게 되세요?
고객님 means customer, and the synonym is 손님, customer. However, 고객님 sounds more formal than 손님. 성함이 어떻게 되세요? is a phrase that you should memorize as a whole. When you break it down, it would be 성함이, name, 어떻게, how, 되세요, is. So therefore, its direct translation would be how is your name? It is an honorific expression with a nuance like may I have your name?
Hey, Tommy, didn't you tell us that name is 이름 before?
Yes, it is. In Korean, there are honorifics even for words. It is pretty surprising, right? I will give you honorific words that Koreans use often. 이름, name is 성함. 집, house is 댁. 나이, age is 연세. 생일, birthday is 생신. And 밥, meal is 진지. If you pay attention to some scenes in Korean dramas where elderlies appear, you might hear these words.
저는 톰이에요. 오늘 7시에 예약했어요.
예약하다 means to reserve. 예약석 means reserved seat.
여기에 기록이 있네요. 모두 3분이세요?
기록 means record. 기록하다 means to record. And 세계 신기록 means new world record. 모두 means all, everyone, everybody. When you go to concert in Korea, you will hear singers say 모두 함께 박수 쳐요, which means let's all clap together.
알겠습니다. 이쪽으로 들어오십시오.
이쪽 means this side. Since I introduced 이쪽, this side, let's go over similar words as well. 그쪽 means that side, and 저쪽 means over there side. This over there side sounds a little strange in English, but you can understand that 저쪽 is more far away than 그쪽, that side. Okay? 들어오다 means to come in, and 들어가다 means to go in. In Korean, there is no one exact word to express enter like in English, but there are words like 들어오다, come in, and 들어가다, go in, as I have explained before. So you have to distinguish them and use them differently depending on the situation. For example, as in this example sentence, 들어오십시오 means please come in. 들어가십시오 is please go in. This implies please go back safely. Korean people use both of these expressions in greetings.
Oh!
Next, I will explain today's grammar. The first one is noun plus 이세요, which means am, is, are in honorific form. This is straightforward to apply. If a noun has a final consonant, you use 이세요. And if there is no final consonant, you use 세요. When asking questions, you raise your tone like 이세요? Let's look at the conversation. 모두 세 분이세요? All for three people, right? Here, 세 분 has 니은 final consonant. So you add 이세요 to say 세 분이세요? All for three people, right? Let's look at another example. 강 선생님께서는 중학교 교사세요. Mrs. Kang is a middle school teacher. Here, 교사, teacher, does not have a final consonant. So you add 세요 directly to say 교사세요. She is a teacher. Then let's take a quick quiz and improve our understanding. What goes in the bracket? 윤 박사님께서는 서울대학교 교수. Dr. Yoon is a professor at the University of Seoul. Number 1, 이세요. Number 2, 세요. The answer is number 2. By the way, University of Seoul is one of the most competitive schools to get in Korea. Anyway, I will go back to the sentence. 교수, professor, does not have a final consonant, so you add 세요 to say 교수세요. The whole sentence would be 윤 박사님께서는 서울대학교 교수세요. How about the next question? 할아버님께서는 건축회사 사장님. My grandfather is the president of a construction company. Number 1, 이세요. Number 2, 세요. Wow, president. Then you might want to use honorifics, right? The answer is number 1. 사장님 has 미음 final consonant. So you add 이세요 to say 사장님이세요. The whole sentence would be 할아버님께서는 건축회사 사장님이세요. Next, let's see 오십시오. Korean people use it in 2 ways. One is to ask something for you to do in a very polite way, such as please do something. Second, they use it in idiomatic greetings such as 어서 오십시오, 들어오십시오, which means welcome to the store. Grammar is pretty simple. If the stem of verb has a final consonant, you use 오십시오. When a stem does not have a final consonant, you use 십시오. First, I will show you an example sentence which means please do something. 이 자리에 앉으십시오. Please sit in this seat. Here, 앉다, to sit, has 니은, 지읒 final consonant. So you add 으십시오 and it becomes 앉으십시오. Please sit. In conversations, Korean people also use 앉으세요 as well. Both have the same meaning. Next, I will give you an example that has idiomatic expressions in greetings. 어서 오십시오. Welcome to the store. This is a greeting that Korean workers in shops or restaurants say as an idiom. Let's see 오십시오. Here, 오십시오 is made up with 오다, to come. It does not have a final consonant, so you add 십시오 to say 오십시오, which means please come in. When combined together, like 어서 오십시오. 어서 literally means quickly. Its direct translation would be please come in quickly. In conversations, Korean people also use 어서 오세요 as well. Quiz! Now let's take a quiz. What goes in the bracket? 길은 저에게. Please ask me for directions. Number 1, 물어보십시오. Number 2, 들어보십시오. The answer is number 1. 물어보다 is to ask. The stem of 물어보다 does not have a final consonant, so you add 십시오 and it becomes 물어보십시오. The whole sentence would be 길은 저에게 물어보십시오. How about the next question? 이 티켓을. Please take this ticket. Number 1, 웃으십시오. Number 2, 받으십시오. The answer is number 2. 받다 is to receive or to take. Since 받다 has 디귿 final consonant, you add 으십시오 and say 받으십시오. The whole sentence would be 이 티켓을 받으십시오. Now that I've finished explaining the grammar, let's try listening the conversation again, but this time only in Korean. I'm sure you can understand more Korean than before. 그럼 확인해 보세요.
어서 오십시오, 고객님. 성함이 어떻게 되세요?
저는 톰이에요. 오늘 7시에 예약했어요.
여기에 기록이 있네요. 모두 3분이세요?
아니요, 2명이에요.
알겠습니다. 이쪽으로 들어오십시오.
Now let's practice reading it aloud. I'll play the audio one sentence at a time, so please try reading it along with me. 그럼 큰 소리로 읽어보세요.
어서 오십시오, 고객님. 성함이 어떻게 되세요?
저는 톰이에요. 오늘 7시에 예약했어요.
여기에 기록이 있네요. 모두 3분이세요?
아니요, 2명이에요.
알겠습니다. 이쪽으로 들어오십시오.
Be sure to read it aloud at least 5 times by yourself later on. I'll announce the homework for today's class. We have 2 assignments as usual. For the first homework, make 2 sentences using 이세요, is, am, are, and 으십시오. please do something. For the first sentence, use 이세요 to write an occupation for a person who are older than you, such as your boss or your parents. For example, 우리 아버님께서는 요리사십니다. My father is a cook. For the second sentence, use 오십시오 to write a polite sentence. For example, you can write 밤에는 조용히 하십시오. Please be quiet at night. The second homework is memorizing vocabulary. Please memorize 40 words for 601 to 640 on page 8 of the elementary vocabulary list. You can take a quick quiz on the 40 words on my website for free. So please give it a try. Also, this is the 25th lesson, so I prepared a gift for you. That is a special test for lesson number 21 to 25. Of course, you can take it for free because this is a gift from me. I will put a link in the description section below, so please have fun taking a test. That's all for today. I appreciate all the lessons that I have with you guys. This is very precious time for me. I hope you can pass topic. 그럼 오늘도 행복 가득, 웃음 가득한 하루 되세요. 한국어 파이팅 파이팅 파이팅!